Let me tell you, if I had a nickel for every time I listened to the Ron Van Dam Show over the years, I would have about $1.15, more or less. I mean, I work for the guy. I don't have to listen to him talk about what's wrong with coleslaw. You choose to do it. That's different. You are listening, by choice, to the Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
I mean, I just got to say, seriously, what the hell is going on with coleslaw?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Come on with the coleslaw, huh?
Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Every time I turn around, it's something with the coleslaw. What's going on with the coleslaw? I have had it up to here with the coleslaw. I mean, if you're going to have coleslaw, let's have coleslaw. Damn that coleslaw. Do I talk about coleslaw too much? Too soon? Okay, all right. Well, welcome to the show. How you doing, by the way? You're looking good. You look like a very attractive small dish of coleslaw. That's what you look like to me. Your hair looks like coleslaw. And if I opened your body up and did an autopsy, as I tend to do, I think I would just find coleslaw. All right, that's enough. So, I'm making fun of John's opening. That's all I'm doing. A couple of nights ago, Taylor Swift was on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Okay, look. She's a very talented young lady. She dresses a little strange. She was wearing something that I couldn't figure out what it was. It was a dress that just about showed her nipples, but not quite. Nothing from the nipples up. It was all skin. Below that, something like a large flower that had blossomed with shoulder pads. It was not shoulder pads. They were kind of like boob pads or something. I don't know what the hell that thing was. If you have a chance and you didn't see it, you can go on YouTube or any one of those silly things. And I know. I'm not a fashion guy. I just don't understand what she was wearing. I don't understand why people who have a lot of money or a lot of fame have to dress like schmucks, I guess is the word. Normal people don't dress like that. They can't. But she can, and I don't like that. I don't like it when celebrities can do stuff that's not normal and then consider that to be wonderful. I don't understand that. But that's not what bothers me most about Taylor Swift. Look, she's, how old is she? 6? What? She's in her 30s or something, or a little bit higher maybe. I don't know. She's in there somewhere. I don't really care, so I didn't check it out. But it's about time to have a child, Taylor. And I guess you're going to have to marry this football player guy. I guess you're going to have to. I mean, and she claimed on the Colbert Show that Kelsey Grammer, I think his name is, I'm not sure, is the love of her life. Oh, well then I guess it's time to hook it up, babe. It's time to hook it up. Because if the marriage doesn't work out, you're still filthy rich. Even if you got half of it, you get half of his stuff too. You're still filthy rich. You have more money than you know what to do with. I mean, seriously, you really do have more money than you know what to do with. So, I mean, we're talking billions here, I think. So, like, whatever. Just get married and go off and do something. What I most don't like about Taylor Swift is a fine person, very talented. I'm not taking away from that. She's not a nasty, horrible person, really, in the scheme of things. If you put her on a scale of 1 to 7, she's probably somewhere around like 20. That's, by the way, that's Trump math, by the way. Trump actually said recently that, Don, how do you think Mr. President, how do you think the economy? He says, well, for 1 out of 10, I'd say 20. Okay, Don. Anyway, that's like somebody that gives 110%. They try so hard that they give 110%. They give more than they can possibly even give. they're in a percentage that doesn't even exist anymore. Oh, that's quite impressive. But here's what Taylor does that bothers me, because Taylor is a role model. No matter if she wants to be or not, she is a role model. She's a model of a role. And here's the thing. She uses the word like too much, to the point where it's actually nauseous. And if you actually go on the social media thing that they have now, on that computer thing that they have with that internet thing, you will find that there's a good percentage of her followers and others who find that her use of the word like is just so, it's so immature and so like crazy. She uses the word like continually. She even uses the word like to pause. Most people, when they want to pause, they go, and 60s, 70s. Taylor uses the word like as the pause thing when she's talking. Yeah, I went to the store like Thursday, like Saturday, and I like... I mean, it's too much. It's too much. She's talking like a child, really, is what she's doing. And we need some more maturity out of these role models, seriously. I mean, the biggest role model now is the President of the United States. Oh, that did not work out as a role model thing. Not for most, at least. You got to be careful. You have a responsibility when you hit a certain popularity level, of that mega popularity level, like Taylor does have, and Trump does have. There's a responsibility to be a role model. You want to be like them, not only money-wise, but personality-wise. So you have a responsibility. Taylor needs to talk better. I am now going to perform my impression of Taylor Swift talking. Here we go. I like a lot of things, like I don't really feel like that, like I know, like it should be. So I went to the store and I bought a can of soda, and in the can of soda there was a speck, a tiny speck, and I drank the whole thing, and after that I felt a little nauseous. So I told somebody I wasn't feeling well, and they said, maybe you should go to urgent care. And I said, maybe I will, maybe I won't. So I go to the doctor, and I said to the doctor, I have nausea. And the doctor said, you like having nausea? He says, no, I had nausea. He said, nausea? He says, yeah, like nausea. And I felt like throwing up, you know. I don't think anybody throws down, but I was about to throw up, and it was a terrible feeling. So anyway, I really like my boyfriend. I think his name is Kelsey Grammer, and I love him. I love him. He loves me like I love him. He loves me like I love him. So we may get engaged, maybe we already are. I don't even know. So that happens, and that's what him. By the way, on my website, I have 5 zillion likes. I have likes. I also say 5 zillion times. That's my impression of Taylor Swift. You're saying, Ron, you're kind of like exaggerating. No, go on the YouTube, watch her interview with Colbert thing as an example. She overuses that word to the point where it's ad nauseum, like ad nauseum, like it is, like it really, like is like annoying. I guess it's an age like thing, like. Crazy. I don't have any problem with her, really. I don't really listen to her music. If I hear something on the radio that sounds similar to Taylor Swift, I would say that's probably a Taylor Swift song. But I don't listen to her on purpose. I never sit down and say, oh boy, I want to just sit down and relax and listen to Taylor Swift sing. I don't do that. I think it's an age thing. I don't know. I'm only familiar with her music because it's forced upon me. Beyond that, not at all. In the way that that annoying child song about the shark, Baby Shark, oh, I was actually humming it to myself day and night, and I'm older than 6. Not much, mentally, but I am. And by the way, what's going on with coleslaw these days? Have you tried coleslaw these days? It can be creamy or maybe vinegary. Sometimes it's too sweet. What's up with the coleslaw thing? Oh, man. I went to the supermarket a few days ago. I have a purpose in the supermarket, and that has to do with my height. Since I was a little child, a little piece of human feces, when I was a little child, I was very, very tall. By the time I was in middle school, my first year of middle school, which I think is grade 7 or something, I think it was even in grade 6 or something, I was 6 feet tall. That's explosive for a young man. 6 feet tall in 6th or 7th grade, that's extraordinary. And I always sat in the back of the classroom because of my height. Also, my last name begins with a V, so I'm sitting in the back. And thank God that I was tall and had the V for the last name, because I didn't want to sit in the front. Then the teacher can see that I'm not paying attention. When you sit in the back of the classroom, they don't even see you. They're not looking in the back of the classroom. They're looking in the front. I was having parties back there. I was smoking packs of cigarettes, 6th grade in the back row. They didn't even know. An exaggeration. Anyway, being tall has its certain attributes. Here's just some of them. When I go to the supermarket, I actually meet people. I have conversations with people simply because I'm tall. And sometimes it can be an attractive young lady, sometimes one of our senior citizens. Thank you for your service. They're too short to reach the top shelf, and the only what they need is on the top shelf, but they can't reach it. So when I come walking by, they say, "Excuse me, sir," and I say, "You don't have to call me sir. Call me Your Majesty." They say, "Excuse me, sir. Can you reach that box of macaroni and cheese on the top shelf, please?" "Why, certainly." And I don't even have to reach up. I mean, it's like right there because I'm up in the ceiling already because I'm tall. And I grab the box and I give it to her. It's usually a lady. Men don't ask me to grab things off the top shelf. Men just simply won't have that particular product in their in their carriage. They won't ever ask for help for something. It's like asking for directions. It ain't going to happen. But women, yeah. So I give the macaroni box to this very attractive young lady, actually. And she said, "Thank you very much." She said, "You're very tall." I said, "You like macaroni and cheese. I think we have this in common. Although you're not tall, I am, but we both like macaroni and cheese, although I shouldn't be eating it and you probably should. But other than that, we have a lot in common." And I don't know, got a hotel room, had sex, and that was it. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's what happens in the movies. But in real life, people don't have sex, believe me. I'm telling you, it just doesn't happen. Oh, it happens, but not like that. So I do meet a lot of people because of my height in a supermarket, and that is very, very nice. It opens up conversations about basically macaroni and cheese. Also, as I get older, I start to go a little bit more without hair. I'm not bald, but I'm certainly on the road. But because I'm tall, people can't see the top of my head, so that's a comfort. And people say, Ron, it must be really nice to be tall. I mean, and you can actually be bald on the top and no one would see it. And my response is, yeah, that's true, unless I sit down in a chair, which I tend to do frequently. So that doesn't work. What else about being tall? I was on the basketball team in high school, not because I played basketball really well, but because I was tall. Only requirement. I did meet a lot of girls in high school that way, but I was tall, so I was on the basketball team. That helped a lot. Being tall has its ups and its downs. I can see everything where shorter people cannot. Shorter people have to jump up or move their bodies in order to find a clear opening where they can see what's going on. Me, I can see what's going on all the time. I can see over people's heads. Even if I'm sitting down in a theater, I can see over their heads, where other people would be straining to actually see what's going on the stage. I can see everything. I'm not gloating about it. I'm just saying. Do I get better coleslaw than other people? No, I don't. So it's not that good. I'm making fun of coleslaw. I happen to like coleslaw a lot. It's actually very healthy for you if you don't go for that heavy, creamy, kind of sugary part of it. But coleslaw itself, basically cabbage with some dressing on the light side, is actually very, very good for you. It helps move everything, and I mean everything. It's not so bad. So let's recap. Love being tall. Love eating the properly prepared coleslaw. Taylor Swift, you need a little bit of work on your speech. I don't know her songs very well. I don't know if she says like in all her songs. I assume she does, but I don't know. But I know that when she talks, she uses that word way too much, to the point where I think everybody would pretty much say, you're overusing that word. Come on, Taylor. Act your money. With other people, it's, hey, come on, act your age. With her, it's, will you act your money, please? You have a lot of money. Can't you correct this like problem that you have? Invest, honey. Invest in sounding better in public, since this is what you do and what you will do all your life. And good luck with you and your future husband, Kelsey Grammer. You're a nice-looking couple. And also, you have a lot of money, Taylor, so buy some clothes that cover part of your body in a responsible role model fashion. Would you do that, please? Remember Miley Cyrus? Hannah Montana? Hanna-Barbera? I don't know which. It's Hannah Montana. She was on Disney. Very, very funny show. Well written. She was a child star, but she was also a role model. Then she grew older and she became this like slut bitch. I don't know what happened to her. It's as soon as she got her freedom, she kind of misused it. You don't hear much about her. She's an incredibly talented singer. Singers, to me, are really talented when they have a special sound. Taylor, to me, doesn't have a special sound. Her stuff is interesting, somewhat. It's basically about her relationships and things like that. But she doesn't sound special to me. Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, she has a very specific, interesting voice. Cher, another one of those role models who, when they got older and went solo, decided to straddle cannons on below her crotch. All of a sudden, she started dressing like what's the word? Whore? Is that what it is? Is that the word? It is. And became a wisecracking woman. Fine, whatever, but like, what happened to you, role model lady? But she's got a very specific voice, too. She sounds like Cher. Taylor? No, Ma, no. I mean, you sing well, but I don't really... Doesn't do it for me, sorry. Better stick with Kelsey Grammer, because you ain't getting me. Like you're not. Like that won't happen. Like forget like that. All right. That's enough. You want to talk about coleslaw more? No? Okay, fine. I have a guest coming up momentarily, but first, there's this.
Hello, this is Father Mike Slannery of the Our Lady of the Sacred Spatula Church here in town, and I wanted to publicly apologise for the church's recent presentation of the one-man musical review, Jesus, Live and Off the Cross. Our rectory assistant, Marjorie Griffin, who is usually very sharp about these kinds of things, and who was responsible for events like our recent excellent visitation and speech by the Pope's brother's friend's dentist niece, admits that she did not do nearly enough research on the show, and like me, was expecting a programme more along the respectful lines of Godspell or Jesus Christ Superstar. If you were in the audience that evening, you know that this was not the case. We did not know, for example, how racy the song There Is Something About Mary would be, and were just as shocked as many of you at the way it provided unnecessary and probably historically inaccurate details about our Lord and Saviour's relationship with Mary Magdalene. I double-checked, and as I suspected, the words "hitting it from the back" never appear in the Bible. Had I thought to look at the song list before the show, I might have suggested the actor take out the rap number called Loaves and Fishes, Bitches, and the crucifixion number titled Let Me Get My Hands on You, Pontius Pilate. Well, the less said about that, the better. We are still cleaning the stage. Full refunds for anyone who wants one are available at the rectory office of the Our Lady of the Sacred Spatula Church, 27 Eucharist Way, which is open weekdays from 9 to 4, but not between 1 and 1:30 when Marjorie takes lunch. And please remember the teachings of our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ and forgive us.
Lindsay Byran Podvin joins us now. She's Cash App financial therapist. I need one of those. Thanks for being with us, Lindsay.
Oh, my pleasure, Ron. Happy to be here.
Well, we're trying to help out various generations to buy smarter and not be scammed, especially during the holiday seasons, but any time during the year. You get these offers that seem like really wonderful, and sometimes you can get stuck, I understand.
Yeah, so Cash App and Payments Intelligence Survey, they did a survey to figure out what's going on with these online scams and why are younger folks falling victim to them. And what they found was that 24% of Gen Z who's fallen for these online scams is first targeted through social media. And when we think about who is spending time online, whether it's shopping or whether it's scrolling social media for entertainment or to stay connected with friends, it makes sense that scammers have figured out, ooh, young people hang out here. Let's see if we can scam them out of some money.
Yeah, and there's plenty of them to be scammed. So they're like a ripe bunch. How does one know? Obviously, they're old enough to be smart enough to figure it out. So how do they know if this is a scam or not?
It's a really good question, and it's also so important for parents to have this conversation now. I think parents talk to their teens and to younger folks in their life about the importance of online safety, but include in that conversation the importance of financial safety online. When it comes to these online scams, scammers are using urgency to get people's emotions all riled up, and it makes it really hard to think clearly and act wisely when your emotions are out of whack. So some red flags that parents can talk to their teens about when it comes to these online scams is getting a DM or a message from somebody like a big influencer or a celebrity. That's usually a red flag. Other red flags are typos, a lot of grammatical errors, pressure to buy now, or only one offer left. And then other things are to request payments through non-secure platforms or to send money through things like gift cards. If any of those things happen, have your team screenshot what's going on, send it to you so you can tell them, yeah, that's a scam, block that account, delete that account, and let other people know what's going on.
Let's talk about sending money online, because that can go a number of ways that are good and a number of ways that are bad. How does one know what the secure methods are?
Yeah, so when it comes to sending and receiving payments, it's really important to make sure that you're using a secured platform. So Cash App is a secured platform where you can decide who you can send and receive money to. And when it comes to parents and guardians, they can set up a sponsored account for somebody 13 to 17, and then they can be that additional layer of protection. They can approve contacts in their teen's account so that they're not getting weird messages from people that they don't know. And this also creates a great opportunity for teens to practice safe online financial management and to learn how to manage their money wisely. This is a nice kind of guardrail or co-pilot system so teens can get smarter about money while having parental oversight.
Isn't that what it's all about, is learning how to make safe purchases? I mean, because what else is there when you come to finances?
Yeah, I think that's a big thing is a lot of parents wait until their teens are older, you know, they're moving out of the house or they're going to college, and then they're saying, all right, good luck managing your money. But it's so much smarter to give your teen access, supervised, to the right online tools, not just to send and receive money, but also to learn about how to set financial goals, how to manage an allowance, and to have somebody to talk to if they made a purchase that they regret. It's so important to give them the opportunity to build up that financial management so that they can feel far more confident managing their money as they get older.
Yes, there's no question about it. As a matter of fact, the only way to learn is to make a mistake, but you want the mistakes to be like $5 or $10, not hundreds or thousands of dollars.
Yes, exactly. Regretting the ice cream cone is much easier than regretting sending, lots of money to a scammer.
Yeah, no question about that. Okay, so does someone of that age group resent older people telling them how to do things? I mean, how do you approach that part of it as a financial therapist?
I mean, if it feels like a lecture, then yeah, it can definitely feel resentful. That's why it's important to, yes, talk about scams and to talk about safety, but to also talk about what are some of the good things you want to use your money for? What do you want to save it up for? Is there a road trip that you want to do? Is there a concert you want to attend? How much money do you think that will cost? And helping them set those goals that are positive. And then also making sure that you as the parent or you as the guardian is talking about your own relationship with money. What are things that you are saving up for? Or what are mistakes that you've made? When you can turn it into a conversation and it isn't just a lecture, a young person is much more likely to get on board and listen. Yeah.
Well, it's difficult to trust people that you don't know who will cold call you. So, trust is one thing, but beware is another, and you got to beware, and that's just the way life is, unfortunately. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Being really cautious about any sort of weird inbound text, call, or DM. All of those things are to be really mindful of.
Well, we teach children not to get into the car with strangers or to talk to strangers. So, what's the same thing here? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's online safety.
Yep. I know there's a list of things, and where do we go to get that?
So people can go to cash.app/families or check out Cash App in the App Store to learn more about how to stay safe, but also to get access to tools that can help them manage their money in a responsible way.
Perfect, Lindsay. Thank you so much for the information today. Well, thank you to my guests and thank you to you. I'll be back again the next time a weekday rolls around, which could be rather soon. But until that time arrives, I wish you peace.